Hi, everyone. It is Tara with Commerce Rewired. I'm excited for this conversation. I'm going to spend some time with Cassie Anderson. So, Cassie, great to meet you.
Hi, I'm Cassie Anderson. I am the Director of Social and Partnerships at FitLife Brands. We have 16 brands under our portfolio, ranging from sports nutrition, skincare, supplements, and really excited to be here to understand what big retailers, small retailers, big brands, little brands are doing today in the e-commerce world.
I love that. Honestly, I feel like it doesn't matter your size right now. We're all facing an onslaught of uncertainty.
So much
So
uncertainty.
it's great. And I think that's one of the big messages we've heard in talking to everybody over the last few days. So what are you doing? Are you on stage? Are you presenting? How are you participating in eTail?
Absolutely. So I just finished an amazing Women in Retail lunch with Tara, but I'm running a discussion workshop this afternoon about the importance of social media and the impact it's having on marketplace algorithm and search for discovery.
Oh, wow. And how can you control that, right? You think about social, absolute own channel, marketplace, not own channel.
Absolutely. We used to live in a world where you'd go to Amazon and you'd search your keyword and that keyword would be what you bought. But people aren't using Amazon to search or Walmart to search anymore. They're using social, and the impact that social has on those marketplaces algorithmically is driving sales from outside sources that you don't necessarily have the ability to attribute to either, which makes it more complicated.
I'm sure this is going to be a great conversation. And a lot of retailers or brands just trying to figure out. I mean, this whole algorithm piece used to just be Google. If we could figure out the Google algorithm, we would win. And now everybody has an algorithm we've got to try and master and figure out. So hard for you guys.
It's so hard, but if you add AI on top of that algorithm, there's you know, there's no seamless way to navigate, and everybody's trying to navigate each marketplace differently and each social platform's algorithm differently. In the US, TikTok Shop is such a big driver of that purchase because they have the search engine and the content, but they also have the ability to purchase. When we're in the Canada, we don't have TikTok as a purchasing engine, it's only as a search engine. So Amazon Canada, Walmart Canada, the driving for intent is from TikTok as a content creation, but the purchase is there. Whereas TikTok is moving towards, that purchase and content all in one, making it a little bit easier to discover.
And you're a North American brand. You're not just Canadian. So you will have to balance both sides of the TikTok shop, TikTok content.
Absolutely. So we're primarily in the US, but we do have some sales within Canada across a couple of our brands, and we do have global partners everywhere. So it is navigating each channel's own abilities within their respective countries. In the US, there's more availability to purchase, but that also comes with constraints, right? And then there's the impact of creators and how they play into the algorithm, and what that creator video could be a simple, here's a product, but it goes viral and you hit 20 million views and it pops off the shelf. So it's really interesting to watch and see how brands are navigating the social impact on marketplace.
Okay, I might have to join you. I might have to join on this round table. We've had two great days of conversation. What are some of the nuggets? What are some of the things you're going to take back to the office, take back to your team and share?
I think, AI has been such a big topic today and yesterday, but don't just jump right in. The one of the CTO of Dynamite Group today was talking about garbage in, garbage out. That's so important. We're looking at data, but using AI to say, okay, dissect this, tell me what it is, and learn with it. But are we really making sure that it's pivotal to our organization, and not just taking whatever's thrown at us from an AI engine and taking it as true, right? You can't always assume everything is exactly, but also on the other side, helping from a content creation perspective, but that it's in your brand voice. A lot of people
Yeah.
are pulling from ChatGPT and saying, oh, here's a brand message, but not adding their own brand voice, which, as a marketer, it's easy to tell these days as to what's been copy and pasted and what's been adapted to your brand.
One of the big things I keep hearing is everybody's disappointed with LinkedIn. And I'd love to put the challenge out to all of us, everyone in the audience, everyone here at eTail. Let's stop using AI for our LinkedIn communication. Like, let's just stop. And if you can't, then just don't post. Just don't post at all. I think that if we can do that, we're going to clean it up and make those connections strong again. But that is just my personal challenge out to the audience.
You know what? I really agree. I am a personal, I have a personal frustration with that. Here, I figured out these 7 prompts for AI, comment prompt, and I'll send it to you. I'm like, okay, well, we're in a world where everybody's learning. Everyone's trying to figure out how to navigate AI. Let's just share it. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Let's be open. Let's figure it out together. Because if you figure it out and I can figure it out, then we can teach it to the next person. It's not a closed door. It shouldn't be a closed door. We should have these conversations openly.
And I think that's why I love coming to eTail. Like we've all been sharing openly, like what are some of the challenges? I ask a lot of people, where have you fallen down? Where have you failed? I'd rather hear that story than repeat it.
Absolutely.
We're seeing this new kind of patriotism form across Canadian retailers. The more we can share, the more that we can all kind of rise. So there's been great nuggets of insight I have taken away. Some of it, while it has been AI, has been, going back to core of operations, like really getting into the core of understanding and looking at how do we operate? How do we operate effectively? Bottom line, customer is still the center of the universe. I love that you're looking at social and that kind of view of customer and how that shapes out and can impact experience.
Absolutely. I mean, you interact with most brands now on social media, and if you comment or send a DM, you're going to get an automated response. And that's okay. It's not physically possible to answer every question every hour of the day. But that automation needs to be customized to the question. It can't be here's our customer service, reach out if you have further questions. It should be, oh, you asked about such and such product. Here's some more detailed information. If you'd like more, keep the conversation and someone will hop in.
Yes.
Intertwine AI with the personal, but then it alleviates some of the upfront pressure.
Gonna steal a phrase from another woman I met. AI plus HI equals ROI. That's where we all need to be and where that balance lies and how, where AI is 90% and human is 10%. Human in the loop has to exist. Smart retailers and the smarter brands that are going to win is what does that balance look like? Because there's so many benefits from AI, but in balance with strong business etiquette and acumen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it can help you from a resource perspective if you're limited in the number of people that you have on your team, and maybe you don't have the capital to go and hire a whole bunch of people to join your team. There are ways to implement, but it can't take over. It has to have the human involvement, especially on a brand side, because, eventually every brand would just sound the same. Every supplement company will have the exact ssame product description, and that's not helpful to anybody. Everybody's ingredients in that case are unique to them. To have a certain set of benefits for the consumer.
We could probably spend an hour.
We could.
I think we should. Okay. Favorite moment. Favorite moment over the last 2 days.
Well, there was a magician in the mix, so I have to say that
Yes.
that was definitely a top favorite moment. Things that I didn't even know were possible. But in talking to her about social media algorithms, she was talking about how, obviously under FTC guidelines, you have to promote that you have a paid partnership with a brand, but post that content, wait 10 minutes, and then add hashtag paid or hashtag ad or sponsored content because the algorithms are changing the way it responds to content if it has a sponsored versus a not. And they're preferring the brands and the content that don't have sponsor. So even that 10-minute gap is driving views on her channel exponentially. And then she adds it. She's not against guidelines. Those 10 minutes aren't going to hurt anybody. But it allows for algorithmically a better boost in performance.
Oh, I like that
Yeah.
nugget. Well, now everybody knows. Everybody knows. But yes, and if you want to learn more about the magic, about the magician, message Cassie, message myself. We'll share, we'll connect you with her. So for Commerce Rewired, I want to thank you. Thank you for being a supporter. Thanks for being a friend. And absolutely, we look forward to talking to you more in the future.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thanks so much for having me.